Hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and it's the 1st of December, so I figured it might be nice to change my outfit a little bit since it's getting colder outside, it's snowing here, so I figured why not put on some comfy clothes and change the outfit for a little bit. I guess you guys will see a few more like outfits and hairstyles over time, but yeah, for now, just in a comfy sweater so we can sit together, drink some hot cocoa or something, and just enjoy the, the Christmas time coming closer. And yeah, so I hope you guys will enjoy this episode, and I wanted to thank everyone that has been watching my videos, that has given me a like, that also subscribed. Like, I'm really grateful for that, and I can't wait for this channel to grow some more. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone who is supporting me. I really appreciate it. So yeah, let's hop into the story. I can't wait for some more stuff. Oh, I gotta turn up the game a little bit so you guys can hear the amazing music. What's up, Elfino? As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Westport Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Laura, I would have you return to Westport Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hozan when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Alright. Westport Bay. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to eat. I have to sell some stuff again. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to mention, I added a little playlist on YouTube with some songs that are just stuck in my head, like just randomly. Like, yeah, I would just add some random songs that are stuck in my head that I've been enjoying or that just pop up in my head randomly. Maybe if you guys don't like it, obviously you can ignore it, but maybe some people are like, oh, I'm interested in it. So yeah, obviously if you are interested, check it out. But it's gonna be probably a wild ride. At the moment I listen a lot to K-pop, so that's probably gonna be in there quite a lot. But I listen to almost everything, so there's probably gonna be some 80s music, some rock, maybe even some metal, EDM, whatever. It's just whatever pops into my head, and I'm like, oh, that song's been stuck in my head. You gotta find it in there. So yeah. All right. Let's continue with the story, though. Greetings. Elfino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray, forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray, seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. Yozan? Oh, there he is. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hozan. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses. I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others. Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found, but Westport Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. I remember this one. This was trouble finding them. Hey, you're not Yosan, who are you? I'm Koharu, Ul'dah, eh? I didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute, you're one of those. Stallions, aren't you? Stallion? No, Scions. Oh, okay. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek too. Oh right, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Ul'dah. Okay, nice meeting you too. Oh, I see something. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yosan didn't say anything about adults. Huh, we get to ride a horseback carriage. I don't know, it sounds scary, but if Yosan says it's safe, I'll go. Right, that's good. Huh. Wait, why did I struggle so much finding those kids? They're so easy to find. Maybe I just have gotten a little bit smarter. I don't know. How did you find me? Guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Guardians didn't find me. Got a point there, got a point there. Wonderful, all the children are accounted. Hide and seek. Ah, I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Guardians found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. That's sad, but also smart. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Nice. I'm so ready. Eager to be off, eh? Well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blades says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie has been sighted out south of the bridge to Hammerlia. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but I don't pay to gamble in this business. Now I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story, so I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area's safe. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road there is safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Can I just fly over? Ah. Flying is such a luxury. Wait, where? Oh. Whoops. Ah, the cat is so cute, I can't. Oh, I don't have a chocobo. So there was a beastie, was being the operative word, eh? Well fought, madam, well fought. If only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring-do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten, Lady Yugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to talk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? That's a good question. In kind, father, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toil will grow and prosper by our hands. Uh-oh. Damn, my lashes always blow me away. Like, I wish. I mean, my lashes are alright, but... those? Damn. She got some lash extensions going on. Hey, Miss Laura, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Oh no, it's a quiz. To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune, to go whither the wild rose blooms. That's a bit too poetic for children. Gain power. I knew it, that's what I told Koharu, but she didn't believe me. It's my turn now, excuse me, Miss Laura. I've got a question. What's Revenant Toll like? Is it pretty? How would you describe Revenant's Toll? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. It is a bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. It is home to the Science of the Seventh Dawn. It is a stone's throw away from an Imperial castle. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Oh, I really want to say it. But then they don't want to go there anymore, no? I mean, they really don't like the Empire. I guess this one is the nicest for children. But I mean, how often can you have fun with this stuff? Yo, I have to do it. I can't. You can't fool me. No one would ever live that close to a castrum. Liar. Breach is on fire. Oh, okay. Oh well. You will see. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Miss Laura, when I'm older I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Seek out new experiences and adventures. Fight ferocious beasts. Train every day. Buy weapons and armor from Bermuda. Just making some ads. I love that. Yeah, I want to go with the ad, but like, you know, get Rowena's business going. I mean, I would probably say seek out new experiences and adventures, but I mean, yeah, let's just be normal for once. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, that's enough questions for Miss Laura. Yeah, gotta move on. That's not fair. Why does Yozan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. That's true, that's kinda unfair. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Why can't I pick you, Nance? Oh man. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Laura. Forget it. Yeah, that's so unfair. He has 3 questions. I'm going to be an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Hall, let's make an adventurer's guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Laura and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Miss Laura and Lady Yugiri. Oh, I also want to tell her that she will become an adventurer. Man. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Can she ask some questions now? She got 2 more questions. Alright, looks like she can also get a word in. Where am I? Oh. Wait, where do I have to go? Oh, the quicksand. Oh yeah, about the music playlist. I think I'll make a post in the community tab, so you guys can maybe give me some song recommendations or something like that, and then I can see maybe I would add them to the playlist, so you know, we can kind of share music with each other and discuss music if you want. Just please don't put any hate in there or something like this. Just, you know, just enjoy music. Don't put too much brain in there and no like discussions and everything. Like, you know, it's just nice to kind of chill and feel a little more connected to everyone. So yeah. All right. Story time. Lura, I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. It is past time that Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Fenelon which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slavborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead. For that which is to come. Safe travels, Laura. Alright. I think I should set my home point to Revenant's Toll for now. I think I'll be going there almost the most. Should have done that earlier. But, oh well. This must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries of pudding. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slavborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands, as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slavborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent 7 hells, Laura. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones. I'd rather spend some time with Slavborn. No! Not this. No! This one. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the rising stones anon. But why? It's not like... Am I missing something? Like, why is everyone acting like Mephilia is such a big shot? You know? It's like... I mean, especially the Domans, like, they have no idea who she is. I mean, I guess they're like, oh, she's like the head bitch. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get why they're like, oh, we're gonna meet Mephilia. There's no use. Never mind. Our attempts to reach the students of Belesian continue to meet with failure. Ul'dah has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they do have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I'm given to understand you were kept quite busy in Wesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's soul could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slavborn, Lady Yugiri, Lura. See, that's the thing that I don't really get. I mean, why are the Scions so involved in this? I mean, we only care about primals and stuff like that, no? Like, actual threats for Eorzea and stuff like this. I mean, why do we care so much about some refugees? I mean, I get it that you care about it, but why are we so involved in all of this? Like, I don't really get it. I mean, how do we have even time for this? Like, isn't there like some freaking monsters still running around and we're like, oh, we have no idea what that is? I mean, Should we maybe spend some time checking into that rather than, you know, being like, oh, we're gonna look for some houses for you guys? I don't know. I find it a little confusing. Lamin and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like this. Like, why can't we put time into that? I mean, now they already came here, right? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like there is way too much time put into this storyline of like the refugees here. It's a little annoying, to be honest. Yashtoda should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
See, this is also confusing to me. Like, Yugiri, I mean, she's not part of the Scions, right? Like, I mean, that is some secret information, no? Like, I mean, we have no idea who she is. She literally just showed up. I mean, I think she's cool, but... I mean, no wonder they suck at their jobs if they just disclose information like this in front of literally anyone that we know for 2 seconds. Like, I mean, what if she's... I mean, did they look at her tail? There are scales. We are literally talking about some fish people doing the summoning, no? Or lizards or whatever. I mean, she's literally a lizard. Like, they can just look at her tail. And they should be like, whoop, you know? I mean, not saying she is, but, you know? I would be a little like, I don't know, that's just my fault.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
See, I do it quietly, and Phileas just moaning around.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective.
Sorry, I had to sneeze, that's why I am spasming around.
And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal, Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
She's gonna leave her room?
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I love that no one believes in her.
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
But yeah, see, like, what if she was one of the Sahagin, you know? Like, I mean, I doubt it, but, you know, if she was, I mean, she would get some intel right now. She could be like, oh, they're gonna attack, you know? It's like, they just seem kinda dumb to me.
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies.
Yeah, but we don't even know if she's an ally. Like, she could easily backstab us. I mean, maybe I'm just way too mistrusting, but, or distrusting.
If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
I mean, I had a few drunk moments at a club, you know, those typical girl moments at a club, in a toilet, like everyone's drunk and everyone becomes besties all the time. Like, I had those moments, but I doubt they're all drunk, you know. Yeah. They don't even know what she looks like. Like, you know, it could be literally anyone. I don't know, maybe I'm just way too distrusting, but... I mean, I feel like with Yugiri it's probably not an issue, but... They always do it like that? Seems fishy to me. Haha, pun intended. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventually inevitable. Yet so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Minsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Well... I mean, maybe it's just me. But, I don't know. I think that's... It's sus. And weird that they just trust everyone, like, blindly. Your Inspector, pray take this lift to the command room. Okay. My whip! Welcome, friends. I take it your Shola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had no crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Fenland to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I'm not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the science support in this endeavor. But if, God forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reason for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with my own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. If that's settled, let us speak of the operation. Nora, Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sabsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, we will return to the operations staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way to there forthwith, and you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falk Breda has charge of the garrison. Alright. But also the fact that Minfilia is joining now is like... Just because she has to see something with her own eyes, it's like... Yeah, but it's more trouble for us in the end, you know? Like, we have to look after her, we have to take care of her, we have to protect her. It's like... Oh. It just puts more tension on everyone else just because she's there. Especially because she's so important, right? Yeah, actually, I don't really get what... Oh, I could sell stuff. I don't really get why she's so important now. I mean, I'm someone that has the gift too, right? Like the echo. So she's not the only one that has it. So, I mean, technically we don't even need her anymore. Or am I totally wrong? I mean, she doesn't do anything anyways. Alphino is doing her job the whole time, and way better than she does. I mean, I guess it's good that she's coming with. I've been expecting you to sign off the 7th Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Okay. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sabsa spawning grounds. It pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, you must ascertain their fate. If it's not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sabsa all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory. However, we can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Help somebody of all the times to forget the restorative. Here. Thank you, I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's Tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Okay. Wait, is it here? Oh, there. No, they died. Oh, being able to fly is just the best. So peaceful. I remember when I had to do this quest in the beginning, like you couldn't fly in Realm Reborn yet. They added that kinda recent. So that was actually really hard when you had to literally fight your way through all of those people. That was really annoying. You returned, thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise, but tell me, what became of the others? Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think that what may have become of the two remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Okay. The gift of eternity. Filia just wants to live for eternity. So that's why she came with. Rise damned fishback bastards. I killed them slowly and then chased their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their files have already begun to amass at the Ephrite in the depths of Subsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We will await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Subsa Ephrite and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. You're not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign Levy spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. And likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Laura and Yastola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversions should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. I'm really sorry for my voice, by the way. I don't know what happened. But, I mean, I do have a bit of a cold, so yeah, I'm really sorry. Vankrit and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Yastola and Laura. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Ephrite, accompanied by Lady Minfinia as we agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends, to battle. Let's go. When last did we fight side by side, Laura? Too long ago, I warned, but come, let us away. Let's go! But I think I will make a quick cut, so maybe my voice can recover a little bit. So I will be right back in a second. Bye bye. And we're back. We're already here where we need to be. And we're gonna fight the Sahagin. Oh, got more. What the hell was that big one? Pray, do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aephorite is close at hand. Let us press on. Let's go.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much?
From Infinia did something for once. Ay. Okay, I guess she is actually happy.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency. To the Aephorite.
She looks cooler. She won that battle.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled swordwalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
Knife summoning.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
Such power! It is transcendent!
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift. I am eternal! Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Ooh.
Heavens forfend.
Her
Damn
voice
it
is
all!
almost so calm, and then you have Whip. But Yugiri just sounds so chill. Like, I want some ASMR from her. Or like her reading a good night book or something like that.
My being am the way. It should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Sucks.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
That sucks. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, it cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? Let me fight. Though our reply cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none. Of that you may be sure, but Limliane herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat a matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. But we don't have time for that, man. No. Now I go to Limsa and then they say, oh, you have to fight him. And then I have to go back here. I bet. It's like a 2-second conversation.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to us.
Whoops, excuse me.
Storm Marshal Slafirson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
Ah.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Easy breezy. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Guardians fear them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I'm listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes. The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I'm disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as your Stola said, none save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan. And we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it, damn it all? The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed primal slayer's claims. Nura, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lanosha. The storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Oh my god, I have to walk so far. Actually, I don't have to walk. Whatever, we can fly. And I'll make a quick cut for you guys so you don't have to wait. Bye bye! And we're here. Oh, not this dude again. Now look here, you'll have your bloody story right after you carry those sacks of grain over to the mill. Oh, I mean, we already know that that dude doesn't know anything. But sir, that's what she said before. You had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled the milestone over the mill, and also before... Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do you hear me complaining? I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Chuktum ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, cause I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, you know? The tale of Truktum's epic victory over the dread primal Leviathan. Nice. Now Leviathan's huge, make no mistake, to give you an idea how big. Each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long. And that's no mean feat, let me tell you. And I thought I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. Even knocked me just the eggs out of me hands in one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. Haha. What happened next? Are we actually gonna listen to this whole... Man. Well, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots, but not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let my mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. I have 2 modest now. There's some as you can never truly beat Leviathan. That you've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation, not the company though. It's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention, that's all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder, I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing, I'm chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Me members tiny, it's pathetic. Okay. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan, but I have seen him with my own eyes. It was a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor when I saw it. A great big mess of sea serpents on mounds off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared, I sold myself right there and then. Oh gosh, just remembering that day made me sell myself all over again. Damn. Hey wait, if you're here asking after Leviathan, I mean, you're planning to fight him, aren't you? Well, take care, he really is terrible, dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, he'll end up in... Oh, you'll end up in his gullet, or at the bottom of the sea. Yeah, I already figured as much. You worthless, lying... I can't believe you made me handle Chocobo down. Nora, this is Minfilia. Were you able to learn all of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon, Leviathan. I see it. It is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Moribi dry docks. Pray, make your way here as soon as you are able. Well, thank God that wasn't a waste of time. I'm not flying all the way again. See stuff like this, like why couldn't they just cut it out? Like, they shortened the story a lot. So just shorten it a bit more, you know? I'm told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lass. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whorleater, I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I will mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. The Whorleater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Let's go! I know that look, you're ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Whorleater may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at Naldic and Vimeli's are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Let's go! It is expected that the Sahagin and their foes will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Ranked and Yashala, I would have you assist in this effort. It is to fulfill its purpose. Your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Ranked and Yashola, if you would join the third Levi and Lady Yugiri the fifth. But what words have I for the woman who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. Shouldn't I be hurrying? I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Laura. May the crystal bless you and keep you. Yeah, I know. Shouldn't we hurry? Like, actually hurry? Thank you. Like, that stuff never makes sense to me. Like, apparently we're in a hurry. Are we not? But somehow they always seem like they're just chilling. And they're like, oh, we can hold a whole speech and everything. Alright, but I will skip the queue for you guys so you don't have to wait with me. Bye-bye. We made it! We can finally do the fight. Can't believe it. That's a big snack. Ahoy! Someone said ahoy in the chat. Cool platform. I haven't done the hard version in so long. I remember farming the extreme for the pony. The hard version, I don't think I've done in a long time. I'm main tank. The healers probably already hate me. Because I'm squishy. But you gotta get the tail. Hey. Where is he? Somebody please heal me. I'm not sure. Is it still that like the head was like good for magical attack, I think, and then the tank is not the other tank. Uh-oh, I think we used it too early. Ooh. Yeah. I didn't know in hard you could also use it too early. Why is he... Music is cool though. Don't use... No! Oh. What? Now it was too late. Oh, someone left. I mean, the person that messed up left. Oh, she turned on... Did she turn on tungsten? I'm not sure. Oh no. Let's go! Hey! Ah, we did it! Nice. Alright, well it could have gone smoother, but I guess it wasn't too bad. That's the thing with those old fights, like no one knows anymore how to do those because everyone, like, no one does it. Right? So everyone just forgets how it's done, me included. For example, I have no idea when to use the converter. Knowing the urgency of your business, I felt it best to refrain from making conversation during your past few visits, but today I will permit myself a few words. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all, madam. And on that note, the Admiral awaits you in the command room. Wink. Wink, wink. Trying to hit on me, I see. Mulweb.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated.
I might have a mad crush on Yugiri. Her voice is so nice.
Served to remind me of the vastness of the world and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Ooh. Back off,
Naught
Thancred.
escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own.
So it's a secret fraternity, but he just says it out loud in front of the Admiral
By
or whatever?
my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
Yeah.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Ul'dah, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
You know, it's one thing to poke someone once, but Minfilia is that person, you know, like someone makes a joke, then they're like, oh, okay, I mean, you know, it's like, it's one joke, you know, it's one tease. The Minfilia is the person that joins in and she just goes overboard. Like, she's that kind of person.
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
It's probably because she never leaves her room. She has like no social skills. Like me, kinda.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many Domans have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Mordona is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in.
Then why even mention it? She's like, oh, we would be way better to take you in. Fuck Mordona. But we can't. Psych.
Like, I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
Did she not hear a conversation in private?
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
I see. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Huron man there and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now before you go, I am obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you would be introduced abide in the shadows of Luminson society. They value their independence more highly than pirates and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far into their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. Thank you. Oh wait, it's not the Fisherman's Guild. Oh, I thought it was here at this door. Oopsie. It is here. Shadowy woman and inconspicuous man. Got business with me, adventurer. Yes. So you're the woman the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Fankra too. Been a while since I saw his shit eating grin. But what with all the doe-eyed wenches about, I suspect he's got his hands full. Reunion. Oh, never mind. And you must be the Far Easterner that Moab says wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, milady. I'm Yugiri of Doma. It's an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when first I learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limsa's a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep to their shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose, I see. Know that the practitioners of my art, too, are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we might learn from one another, I think. Then what in the Seven Hells are we waiting for? If you'd come with us, Yugiri of the What's It, we can get acquainted in more private surroundings. Ah, that didn't come out right, did it? That's kind of rude. Lady Lura, I shall remain with these people for a time that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us Domans. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it would be my honor to welcome you as a student. What now, Yugiri? Much more has occurred since first I beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you over long. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When next you meet Lady Minfilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral till we meet again, Warrior of Light. Alright. I have to check at some point how much is left of post Realm Reborn. Like, a Realm Reborn was fun, but post a Realm Reborn sucks. It is just, ugh. It's not the vibe. There's just way too much filler going on that you don't need.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
That's not good.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord. I... Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Revolution? Damn. Oh, I don't need earrings. But I think we're gonna end it here and continue tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching. Please stay warm and look after yourself. And yeah, obviously if you like my videos, please give them a like and subscribe to my channel. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and bye bye.